Today I got this. It's a coffee machine or a tea machine. Kind of makes coffee and all that. And I took out all the screws, so the plastic is mostly gone. So yeah. I'll be taking the rest of it apart now, and I'll be chopping the cables off and all that. So I'll start off with this one, I suppose. And what I do is I keep the wires, because the wires are just there's most of the time there's copper in them. So yeah. I just put them into a bucket, and then I build them up, and after some time then you can actually sell them and make money, or get a little bit of money out of it for the wire. So yeah. And I get it done quicker when I'm off camera, but the camera's kind of in the way right where I am right now, so I can actually do it faster than this. And I'm also trying to do it slowly, so I can show you how I do it and all that. This blue wire. So yeah, most of the wires are gone, are chopped up. And the wires are small. And I put the plastic in another container as well, because the plastic isn't worth much. And that should be a transformer, but it's kind of hard to open them up. There should be copper in it or something. It looks like I don't know exactly what it's called. It looks like a transformer, but I'm not too sure. So that thing right there should be copper in it. Just in brass, like that thing there is brass right there. And these are aluminum capacitors, or there's plastic, mostly plastic and aluminum, but it's only worth like 5 or 10 cents a kg, which isn't worth hardly nothing. But if you build them up, they are fast. See what this thing is. I don't know what that is. That's probably just plastic. And just look for a screwdriver. I had most of the screws taken out, but there's a few left. So the one thing about these connectors here, you can actually sell them for at a scrapyard for copper bearing material. That's what I've been doing. So yeah, and there's not much I can do at the back of this board, but it looks kind of cool the way it shines like that as well. So yeah, see if what else I can take out. Yeah, I might have to pause it for a moment. How will I stay going? because I'm trying to figure out how to take this out. And there's a little bit of water leaking as well out of the machine. So I'll probably just twist that around like that. And there you can see there's a screw there. So and after all this, I don't even know if I can take the copper out of it, but they'll buy it the way it is like a copper transformer or something, if I can't take the copper out of it. But I just do this as a hobby, and you can make a small bit of money. Like, I went to Scrapyard recently and I made €40. And it took me a couple of months, maybe a year, to build that metal up. And I made €40, but it's only a hobby. Some people have a job out of this, but they'll be making a lot more than €40 doing something like this, because they get stuff in bulk that's scrap metal. And copper and that has gone way up in price over the past few years as well, from 2020 to up to now 2025. The price of copper went up a lot. So let's see, hopefully this might come out. Yeah, it looks hard to take out. I can try forcing it out. I don't know what that'll do. Yeah. And you can actually see a little bit of water on the table as well, so you want to be careful where you're taking stuff like this apart. So you would. There's a screw. There's a bolt right there in the middle. So I might pause it there and see where I can go from here. So right now I'm just twisting this off with a tool called I think it's called a channel lock. It's mainly for plumbing and that. This is it right here. There. And at the end I'll show you all the metal I got out of this in the end. And I eventually get this done. So there's a bit of water in that. So I'm still figuring out how to take this copper thing out. And I'm guessing what I'll do is I'll do this. Just chop there out. And I think I have it. So yeah, they should buy it off you like this, probably. We'll probably have to take more metal out. Have it. Yeah, these should slide out. So that's plastic. That's some metal, I put that in there. More metal. There's many plastics, so I'll just throw that in there. Okay, so this should slide out. And that's just steel or iron. So yeah, there should definitely be copper in this, because there's a little connectors there, but I got one of these before and they're hard to open, so I had to research another way of how to open these up, maybe by smashing with a hatchet or a hammer. There should be steel along here inside the middle, and there should be copper along here around the circle plastic part. So I'll just put that in there for now. So I don't know if this is worth taking apart or not. So, and what I'll do is I'll unscrew these screws. I'll actually pause it. So here's all the metal that's worth a bit of money. And you can see I got most of the screws out of this. I'll see if I can do more about this. And here's the little thing that should have copper in it. And there's a cable here. And there's some screws and bits of metal and everything in here. And what I do is I separate different metals, like the copper and the brass, the wire. The wires can be separated into different categories and all that. And that's about it really that I do. So yeah, that's what I do when I'm scrapping out a coffee machine anyway. And it's the same with other machinery or other electronics and all that with metal on it. And you're better off knowing what you're doing before you get into this, because sometimes the scrapyards don't give you money if you don't know what you're doing, or they might deduct you from getting a little bit of extra money. So thanks for watching, like, share and subscribe, and I'll talk to you all next time. Thanks.